Well, Navy, he wouldn't be into the asshole itself.
Gay ones?
Yeah, he'd be inside of it. Yeah. Are those the gay ones, Dan?
No, to be honest, Navy gets a big rap for being gay, but the Marine Corps is way more gay than the Navy. The Navy's just the Navy are just pussies.
Was Donnie a Marine? Was Vet TV Marines? Yeah. Well, that
See
makes
what I'm
sense.
saying?
Yeah.
What kind were you?
I was in the Army, so kind of gay.
What kind?
What outfit did you
What
wear?
flavor?
What are you doing here in Texas? Are you here for South by Southwest in Austin?
No, I am promoting my debut stand-up comedy album. It's called Live from January 6th. It comes out next Tuesday.
Fuck off. Is that really the title of it?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Where's it dropping at?
iTunes and Amazon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. Making fun of the day, making fun of the Biden administration, the lockdowns, and then it's a good selection of like jokes that I've had just from the last 10 years or so of doing stand-up.
That's awesome. So since that is the title of your special, how hard did you laugh that day? Because Dan and I were live on air. We're on air every day. That happened to be one of those magical times.
We were live
on
with
air.
Francis Ellis. I don't know if you run into him.
Oh,
up
yeah,
there
I know
or
who
not.
he is.
Yeah.
But he's a buddy of ours, and we were live with him. And then after it kind of started getting super weird, he just sat there and he was staring at the screen like, "Hey, you need to go, dude, because you run a media company too."
Yeah,
like,
he was the senior editor of Bro Bible at the time.
Yeah.
So like, he was
Wow.
just like,
Nervous,
He goes, guys,
yeah.
I hate to do this, but he's like, I've got to make my own content. And I was like, no, I understand. Godspeed. And we were on air for like another 6 hours afterwards.
Doesn't that feel like a girl leaving you in bed to go masturbate, though?
Kind of, but I will say this: as it was going on, the image,
make my own content. Goodbye.
Yeah, exactly. But as you're watching it, and tell me if you feel the same. When you were watching it, like Dan and I found it really hilarious as time was going on, right? Like,
What
oh my
was
God,
funny about it?
The guy with the horns,
The Viking man,
Viking man
podium
going
man.
in.
The
And then-
fact that everybody stayed inside of the velvet ropes.
Yep.
And the selfies being taken and the weird interactions between, like the violent shit, obviously.
How
nobody
well
thought that was
behaved
funny.
most people were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was, to me, we got a good chuckle out of it, right? And then they deleted the episode off of YouTube.
Wow.
It was all gone. But to other people around us, 'cause we didn't know Francis that well at the time, just watching his face on screen, and he was just like, oh, fuck, because he had his computer up, and he was just, oh, fuck, is this going down? And I go, yeah, Francis, this is really going down. Because we had to tell him during the middle of the show, I go, hey, dude, if I seem distracted, the reason why is like a bunch of people just walked into the Capitol building, and he was like, all right, but how many is a bunch? And I was like, man, it's a fucking lot. You should probably turn on your computer.
Yeah,
and so
like,
he did, and he
Wow.
goes, oh, fuck. Where were you, and what did you think?
I went there to cover the events as like kind of an independent journalist type. I was there in November to cover the Stop the Steal rally. I was there in December, and I was like, I'm going to go in January. And I figured that the January rally would be covered the way the other two were, like where the mainstream media just does an early morning flyover. Oh, there's nobody here. It's a non-event. And then they underplayed it. And I was like, I know they're lying to us about these events and how many people are there. So that's why I went to January 6th, and there was like, I think about like 2 million people there, and it just the numbers they reported are much lower. And most people, it was like an awesome, and I get in trouble for saying it was a chill time, but for most people, it was a chill time. It felt like Woodstock. Everyone's out with their flags and singing, praying with their kids. Some people are in costumes. They've got their dogs out. It's just like flags and a chill time. Like I was on the side of the building that like none of the shenanigans was going on. Yeah. People were just climbing up. Like if you remember that one image of like the sandy colored wall and people were climbing up, I was near there. I remember I was looking at it. I was like,
that's where Alex was too, right?
Shit.
Alex was up at the top of those steps. Giving a speech.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, then he was like, hey, like he's actually said it on this show. At some point, he was like, hey, telling the cops, like, hey, you need to get these people the fuck out of here.
Trying to get them
because people are getting riled up and we need to get the fuck out of here. And then he was just like, fuck this, I'm leaving.
I got to go.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't blame him. To be honest, my old first sergeant was there. And he said the same thing. He was there with his wife just to like take part in the fucking demonstration. And all of a sudden, he started hearing people like the Ray Epps guy, for example, yelling like, storm the fucking Capitol. And he was like, all right, we're fucking getting out of here. I'm not getting involved in this stupid shit.
Did you think about climbing the wall? You said
I did. I thought about it. If I had been there alone, I might have, because I just was like, I don't see any girls climbing that wall. I bet I could physically do it.
You could probably get out of the charges if you said it like that.
Yeah.
Like,
that's exactly how I felt. And but I was like, I'm glad. I was like, let me just be professional. I'm just here to video. And I was with my girlfriend at the time. So I was like, I didn't want to leave her because she's like tiny and 90 pounds. I was like, I don't want to lose her. So we just hung together.
No shit.
Yeah.
And then when did you bounce before people breach the Capitol?
I
or
was there. I
afterwards?
made a full day of it. I was there like all day, and we had no clue people were doing what they were doing until we left because the cell service was all jammed. Could barely live stream, barely post, barely tweet. When we were walking away, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, walking like away from the Capitol building, you're finally getting reception again, and you're like, oh my God, shit went down today? Like, where was this happening?
Yeah.
Because we saw people just climbing up a wall, maybe just to get hey, I'm on top of the building. Hey, like take a picture. Like I didn't know people were going in, like the pictures of people inside with the, walking past the barricades and stuff and the velvet ropes. Like I didn't even know because I don't know what the inside of the Capitol building looks like. And I was like, wow, where the fuck was that happening?
Yeah.
And then of course, like finding out about like, oh man, some girl was shot. Like that fucking sucks. But there were no cops. There was nobody stopping us from going anywhere, walking anywhere. I didn't see any like instigators there that day. Like I didn't see Ray Epps. I didn't see anybody be like, come on. But it was always a planned march point. It was like the day before there were speakers. And then the morning of, it was like, okay, we're all meeting up at 8 a.m. There's speakers. Trump was supposed to speak at like 11. I think he didn't get there till noon. And then at 1 o'clock was always go to the Capitol.
Okay.
It was a planned point. It wasn't like, yeah, let's do it. It was like, it was just going to be a march point like the whole weekend or like the whole couple of days. 'Cause I think it was a Wednesday.